All right, my man, state your name. Let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
All right, Don Van Berg here on Real Talk with Nick. You already know about to talk our shit.
All
What's up?
right, let's go, man. Nick fan.
Always born and raised.
Okay.
1989, true to this shit. 30-something years, still no chips. Come on, what's good?
All right, I mean, how you feel about that, man?
I mean,
And by the way, we got 2 chips, man. So we haven't had 2 chips in 51 years,
you're
man.
right. So I'm 34. I'm just saying, in my 34 years, we don't got no chips.
Okay, but the reason why I have to stop you with that, right? Because for the youngins, right?
They gotta know their history.
They gotta know their history.
Heard you. All right,
And
so
you got these haters out
I
here.
stand corrected.
Got these motherfucking newbies out here thinking that we ain't never accomplished anything.
No, we definitely got chips with some greats, but I'm just saying, like, in my lifetime, it's something that we haven't achieved yet. So I feel like being the head of basically the world, right? Everybody look at New York for how they think about politics, how they want to envision a sports team, how they want to envision a superstars. We got everything. So of course we need to get that. We need to get that notch.
Okay.
If the ownership not doing it, I mean, we got to follow the protocol. Every other owner in the league who ain't, produced, we live on a productivity society. If you're not producing, you got to pass the reins on.
All right. Sounds
That's how
good.
I feel about it.
Sounds good. Now let's bring it up to date, man. Under the leadership of Tom Thibodeau, are you pleased with the coach, man?
I can only say that with limited ceiling, right? Like, I'm pleased with how far he's brought the team in terms of taking them to the next step. They won a playoff series, even looking like they could be conference final contender. They need to take that next step. So with the time that he's had, I guess, but who's to say like how much time you need to develop a superstar, to have things come together? I don't feel like he's had a team that's going to take him all the way to the top, but also he could have used his pieces a little better. So I give him about a B, a straight B, solid B.
Give him a solid B.
Yeah, so it could be better, it could be worse.
Okay, so the glass is halfway full. It's all about the perception.
I mean, it's all about production. He made it to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? He built the team up to another level, right? They took it up a couple of more notches than when he got them. Like, we wasn't really going to the playoffs. Shit needed to be turned around. So I feel like he got them where they needed to be so far. But as far as getting them to that next round, we need somebody more diverse, younger, who can connect to the players better, who can really get a feel for the game and how it's changing and make productive improvisions and changes to the gameplay while it's being played.
Okay. So you yourself said, you're a Knicks fan.
Yes, sir.
You tired of the drought. You know what I'm saying?
I would appreciate a ring.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But you don't think Tom Thibodeau is the guy to make it happen? Because if it's all about coaching, right? Then if coach is the issue, then it don't matter who you got on your team. If coach is the issue, because you wouldn't know how to illustrate the players anyway. Even if you had 5 starting Michael Jordans, I'm just throwing it out there in this prime.
Right.
If you can't coach, it doesn't mean anything, right?
But also you need to be able to coach that specific group of players, right? Because 5 Michael Jordans is different from 5 Klay Thompsons, and you can win with 5 Klay Thompsons if you get them to play right.
Time right now.
Talk that shit. But he's not a Knick though. He should have came. He should have came, but he didn't. So we talk about the Knicks. I don't know about that.
Suck all day, all day.
Yo, I got you. Hold on. Yo, come in frame, man, since you want to.
I'm going to say one thing.
Come in frame, man.
They never get a good coach or a good GM. When they do that, they'll be a terrific coach. Pause, a terrific team.
Okay.
I'm telling you, they would never be great if they still got that same GM and same coach.
All right. So I got you on it.
They gave away Obi Toppin to the Pacers. They contender.
They wasn't doing the right thing with him. That's one of the things that Tom Thibodeau should have figured out, though. Should have slid him over to the 3.
He's a defensive coach. He can get a think offense.
I got you on the next one. I got you. I'm hunting you down, bro. All right. Excuse us for the Nick commercial.
That's how it goes.
Street Nick commercial.
You gotta be ready to talk your shit and back it up, though. This is streets, baby.
Okay. Being that the public is talking, streets is talking.
What's up?
You see what they're crying about concerning Obi. How you feel about Obi being on the plane, being shipped out to Indiana, man? And should have been Julius and should have been Julius Randle that should have been on the plane, going to another city. Talk
That's
to
the
me,
thing.
man.
That's the thing, though. Like, how you gonna get, like the Knicks? It's like nobody want to give them good value for their players, right? So it's like if you trade Julius Randle, you got to get signed in return. Because now who you putting? Because Obi Toppin really, he's a good player, but he's kind of in between that 3 and 4 slot, right? Like you really want him to play the 3 because he's not a big enough body to go in there with them 4s. He's quicker than the 4s, but he really is a 3, but he don't shoot the 3 clip at a strong enough pace to play the 3 guard in the league. You know what I'm saying?
What do you say to those who say he shoots the 3 better than Julius Randle?
No, they stupid, bro.
Damn.
They stupid. Come on. It's different when you gotta create your shot and when you shooting wide open 3s, bro. They not focusing on Obi Toppin on the offense. So when he get the ball swung to him, 8 out of 10 times I haven't looked at the stats, but more often than not, it's an open corner 3 or open wing 3. He's not taking contested shots. He's not pulling up, stepping back, and shooting in somebody's face. Julius Randle takes a larger amount of shots, a larger amount of contested shots, and a larger amount of pressure shots. So you can't say that. Obi Toppin has not developed into that player yet.
Now, another thing I want to talk about. I'm talking about Obi's development. How can a player display his talents if the coach got him on a short leash, man?
That's a fact. That's why I said that's one of the things that Tom Thibodeau should have figured out. He should have been playing him at the 3. He should have been playing him at the 3. RJ is still growing and developing too. That's why kind of like RJ is still early in his career. He get 2 more years. We talking about RJ as a superstar with the same growth. We talking about him as a superstar.
So you think in 2 more years, RJ Barrett gonna be a superstar?
If he continues the growth path that he's been on, he'll be averaging 27, 28, 9 and 10 rebounds, maybe 4 or 5 assists. That's enough to get him a superstar contract, supermax, right?
Okay.
So he figured you still got to develop him. You got to give him his time. They just didn't have enough space to figure it out because you can't bench Julius. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like getting back full circle, I'm not mad about the Obi Toppin trade. I'm just mad about the package that they got for it. Like I feel like they should have got something better for it.
Yeah, they got
Obi gonna be something.
So Obi, we traded Obi off for what? 2 second round picks.
2 second rounds.
That's a disgrace.
What you gonna do with that, bro?
That's a disgrace.
Not a number 8 for 2 second rounds. You're not gonna do nothing with that. You betting on finding another Quentin Grimes?
So you content with Mr. 25 and 10, but we speak of that of Julius Randle, who play his ass off during regular season, but when it comes to postseason, where is he?
I didn't say I'm content with him. I just said that it's hard to trade him because you can't find reciprocal value for him. So it's going to be another Obi Toppin situation where you look at the trade and you be like, did the team really get better? And the answer going to be no because nobody willing to trade New York. You know, good. What's the word? Good team, good assets. Like we always get somebody like right off an injury or like you don't notice that like we don't get the good assets they always want over what they asking everybody else for because it's New York, and that's probably because of ownership. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got to change from the top down.
Okay. Did you hear about the altercation? Did you hear about the altercation between Obi and Tom Thibodeau?
Nah.
They got into it, and
Okay.
Obi told him, "Listen, man, you don't know how to coach. You feel me?" And that could have been the straw that broke the camel's back. They got him shipped out. Not only did he curse out Tom Thibodeau, he also cursed out Rick Brunson. And that's Jalen Brunson's pop. So I know I'm reaching, but, you know, that is his pop. So I was figuring out.
Like I alluded to before, I think the league has a problem. And, of course, it's always going to be this problem. This is the problem with, you know, we won't get into all of that. But, like I said, there needs to be a more diverse coach set, and there needs to be younger coaches that connect with the players. Why does Mark Jackson not still have a job? Steve Kerr got Mark Jackson championships. Let's talk about that. Why does Mark Jackson still on a commentator desk? Because he's young, black, knows how to connect to the players. They know that if they give that precedence a chance, it's a winning algorithm. Let's call it that. It's a winning algorithm. And when you get that winning algorithm, you have to implement it across the board.
So you feel if Mark Jackson was the Knicks coach, we'll
Chip.
in how many years?
With this team right now, 3 years. Another 3 years.
So what makes
they gotta make it far and lose first.
what makes the vision? How can I say this? How are you able to see the vision of Mark Jackson bringing the Knicks to a championship, but you don't see that in Tom Thibodeau? What do Mark Jackson have that Tom Thibodeau doesn't have? What makes you confident to say that he'll be able to do it?
It's the same way that Denzel explained it. It's connection to the culture. Most of the league is young black men, whether they come from thriving backgrounds or whether they come from underserviced backgrounds. They're young black men who made it to their way. Mark Jackson is that man. He can help them connect through all of the obstacles that they go across. Whereas Tom Thibodeau is not going to be able to, of course, he can empathize, but there's a different connection that comes from being in and from the culture that allows you a different insight into what's going on with the players, how to interact with them, how to inspire them, how to move around, how to move the pieces around, and how to be able to communicate how you're moving with them in a way that resides with them well.
Okay. All right. So with all that being said, you give Tom Thibodeau a B.
Still give him a B.
Do you want him upcoming season as a coach? With all that you said about Mark Jackson being the guy to bring the Knicks to the championship 2 to 3 years, you give Tom Thibodeau a B.
If I'm making the decisions, I'm hiring Mark Jackson today. Today, like, yo, how much you say? Come on, Mark.
Right now.
Come on, Mark. Listen, you got 5 years. I wanted in 3, but you got 5. After 5, I don't know what to tell you. And just like that.
Okay. All right.
Just like that.
All right. I want to talk about point guards, man.
Okay.
We got Jalen Brunson,
Yes,
man.
sir.
He's the best point guard on the Knicks since. Talk nice.
I don't know. That's hard because we got a lot of point guards.
We got Marbury. We had Rob Strickland.
Yeah.
We had Nate Robinson.
We had
Mark Jackson, the player coach. Y'all screaming out.
My favorite point guard is Baron Davis. So I'm going to say he's the best point guard on the Knicks since Baron Davis, and I'm standing 10 toes down on that. What's up?
Okay. Talk to me. You have to back that up because my Nicovelli is going to talk to you about that.
All right.
Yeah, they're going to be in the comments. They're going to fly in, man.
Okay.
So, I mean, you said Brian Davis, man.
Baron Davis.
Yeah, excuse me. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like he was one of the best point guards to ever pick it up. Even through the injuries, like 4 or 5 knee injuries, still throwing it on your big man's skull. Like, and of course, when he got to the Knicks, he wasn't playing at that level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, we got a lot of, like I alluded to, we got Jason Kidd a little bit past his prime, but that's the year we went we went very far. We got a lot of good point guards we had Jamal Crawford in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to really, I don't feel like I have the expertise. I've studied enough to give you that, but my personal favorite that we've ever had is B. Diddy, so I'm standing by B. Diddy.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Now back to Jalen Brunson, man.
Yes, sir.
What you like about his game, man?
He's a dog. Like, he plays both ways, and he's a leader. And he's not just going to score the ball. He can score the ball, but really he's looking on how to make the team in the best position to win the game. He really uses strategy. He picks when he going to start killing. He knows how to, control the pace. He sees when the other team is going on the run. You try to give it a little bit of a leash so he don't kill it too early so they don't come back. But he also try not to let the team get too far away so that they can't go back on a run and take it over. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he played chess with the game really well.
Okay.
And he can score from all 3 levels.
Now, Him coming from Dallas,
Yeah.
playing behind Luka.
Yeah.
Did you
Besides-
see? Did you see? Did you see the vision before he came to New York? Because a lot of people was like, that's a dumb move, bringing Jalen Brunson here. We should give Emmanuel Quickly a shot. I mean, you was hearing all sorts of story, even though some say Emmanuel Quickly is more of a two guard. Some felt that Emmanuel Quickly could have been the guy.
I'm jacking IQ from day one. That's my boy. But I wasn't mad at the Jalen Brunson thing. I thought that they was gonna play together for real. I thought that Tom Thibodeau was gonna let IQ start. But Quentin Grimes got to start because of defense. But I feel like that's also another mistake that they made. Because IQ this year, if he was a starter, we would have seen craziness from him.
We would have seen what?
Craziness from him. That floater came to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Last year, it kind of started falling off the map. Like he couldn't get it to go later in the season, but the floater came to fruition. He was putting up in the playoffs. Like if he had them starting minutes, I feel like he could have did a lot more this season.
You talking as if he would have done better than Jalen Brunson.
No. He would have done better than Quentin Grimes, for sure. For sure. He would have done better than Quentin Grimes. For sure. I guarantee it.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, defense is good, but what matters is them points on the board. And if you could play defense and you can't put them points on the board when it's bad, you know what I'm saying? Not just when it's good. Like, you need them dogs out. And IQ is ready.
So you saying
Was
that,
ready last year, too.
So you saying that Emmanuel Quickly is a better two guard than Grimes?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay. So let me ask you this, man. Why? Because somebody else said that Tom Thibodeau puts more faith.
That's all I gotta get out of here.
Gotta go? All right, one more question. Yeah. Why do Tom Thibodeau put more faith in Obi than in Quentin Grimes than Obi?
Defense. You know it come down to defense, but I'm not that man, so I can't talk to him. But from what we think about, it come from defense.
Okay, man.
Appreciate your time, bro.
And I appreciate you, man. How far
Peace
you
and
see
love.
these Knicks going?
Yeah. And where? This year?
Coming. The season coming.
Tom Thibodeau as coach. We're going to make it. Everybody healthy, we shouldn't make it past the second round. The Eastern Conference is tough. It's a Boston, Milwaukee, you got Philly. No matter what they do, they still a strong team. It's a lot of good teams. You got Miami. They might get Dame. If they get Dame, oh my God.
All right, man. Before you can walk off, man, sign off, man. Let them
You
know who
already
you
know. Don Van Berg, holla at me. Eastside Harlem, 1199.
All right, that's what it is. We out. Peace.